All right. First off, I want to say sorry to Isabel because apparently I stole her joke last week about Pitbull and Mr. Worldwide. So 1,000 apologies there to Isabel, but we move on. Did you blokes know that almonds, the nut, are a part of the peach family?
The
Wow.
peach family.
The peach family.
I wouldn't have known that.
What?
The more you know, Matthew.
I've
you
got
go.
another good one for you. How many pistachios is a lot of pistachios?
It's 10.
Yeah, 10
Well,
to 15 pistachio.
I don't know if you can hear this. But that's a lot more than 10.
Oh, God. Weird.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Get Rare podcast. We're back again recording on Zoom, like we always do.
Zoom?
Boys, how
Big
have we
up
been?
Zoom. Yeah, not too bad, Matthew. Thanks for asking.
I've been also well. Thank you, Matthew, and yourself.
It's good to hear. I've also been good. Uni's almost done.
Oh,
Almost
thank
done
God.
content, heading towards exams.
Woohoo.
Full online semester 2, boys.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on that?
I'm fine with it. Like, I'm not fast.
Really? Yeah, I feel like you'd be alright with it. You've been cruising.
All my stuff is theory based.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just sitting in a classroom and we'll do like workshops. We're pretty much doing the exact same stuff, just online. If I
Yeah,
can stay
fair
home
enough.
and do it, I'm happy.
It's a bit different for us, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I think me and Jack might have some prac classes next semester, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't even know what subjects we're doing, so
Find out soon enough.
yeah, that's
Yep.
it. So we had a DM throughout the week from our good friend Oscar, and he raised a really good point that I wanted to share with you boys. So previously in the last episode, Matt, you had a dig at Red Rooster.
I did.
you weren't happy with them. You don't. Is it fair to say you don't rate them?
I don't rate Red Rooster, that's correct.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, everyone has their own opinion. But Oscar has come out and he said, "What about at the footy?"
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, because, and then I thought about it when he said it. I was like, oh, he's got a really good point there, because like that's like the only fast food joint at the MCG,
Mm.
and I tell you what,
Aside
he's
from
got a
the food
point.
stall.
Yeah, but like those, like you just get like a box of chicken strips, like
Strips and chips. That's
Yeah.
the go. Or the occasional ripper.
yeah, or like got some good wraps there as well.
I'll be honest, I haven't gone there, like even at the footy, gone to Red Rooster in about 10 years probably.
Wow, nah, I tell you, he's got a really good point there.
It is true, it is the only fast food at the footy, so you are
Yeah.
kind of stuck for your options.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it just feels
Tastes better.
different at the
Tastes
footy.
better.
Yeah, it genuinely tastes better at the footy.
I think it's because you're just at the footy and you're loving life, perhaps.
Yeah, you could probably eat like a bowl of Brussels sprouts and you'd be loving it at the footy.
I'm a strictly pie and chips man at the footy.
Nah, I can't do that.
But next time, when you're allowed to go to the footy, next time I go, I'll try out Red Rooster at the footy and I'll see
Yeah.
if it's any different.
It depends who I'd go with, because some people they rate the Red Rooster, so I'd go like you're not going to go to two different places, so you go to Red Rooster. But I do go pie and chips often, and I usually go pie and chips, and then like half time, 3/4 time, I'll probably go get another pie if I'm honest.
I don't do
Yeah.
pies at the footy.
Really, they are
Really?
messy. They are very messy.
Just never really done it.
What's your go-to at the footy?
Oh, look, I'm not going to lie. I do go to the Red Rooster often, but the occasional food store, the hot dog with the condiments.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, hot dogs go hard.
Yeah. Hot dog and chips. You just,
Yeah, I tell you what, the chips
then,
at the MCG,
they're different. They hit
they
different.
are. Yeah.
Are you tomato sauce and mustard on
I
your hot
am.
dog?
On
Yeah.
both. And on the rare occasion that they've got some chili sauce, that'll definitely go on.
Oh, okay. Never tried chili on the hot dog.
You boys probably know I enjoy the old flavour. I mean, heat check, some would say.
He loves a heat check.
Speaking of, yeah, so that's my order.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, the footy order. I feel like the footy is just like, it's ingrained now that you're expected to get the pie and chips.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like when you're sitting level 1 and the pie man's coming through your rows.
You know my
Yeah,
cousin
mate.
Thomas does that?
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Grouse.
Shout out to all the pie men out there. The pie boys.
Without them, we'd be very hungry at the football.
It's true.
It's true say.
So another thing that came across during the week, as they tend to happen, that didn't make sense.
I was wondering where you're going with this.
Oh no.
As they tend to happen.
Train mind puzzle. All right, let me share with you. So, when you're on a train, when you're standing inside the carriage of a train, if you were to jump up, what would happen?
You land.
Exactly. You land in the exact same spot you jumped from.
No, because you're moving.
Huh?
You're moving.
No. I mean, like you land in the same spot in the train,
Yeah.
not outside the train. So let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
However, if you were to jump the same like vertical leap on top of the train, so if you were standing on the roof, if you would jump, what would happen?
You would land again.
Yeah, you would, but it wouldn't be on the train, I tell you that.
What if you jump at the front of the train?
Well, then you'd probably land on your face on the train, but
I get what you're saying. You'd move backwards. You'd fall further back on top of the train.
if you were to jump on top of the train while it's moving at 100 k's an hour, you would go flying.
What train are you travelling on 100 k's an hour?
Oh, the one in
Airline to Geelong.
Yeah, nah. But why do we think that? Like, why is that so?
Well, you baffled me.
I'm not sure. Why is that so?
Well, I've got an article from the How It Works team. So pretty much their little explanation says because all the objects in the train are moving at the same speed as the train is moving. So like technically you're moving at the same speed as the train.
Yeah.
Which means,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's velocity or I don't know the actual physics of it, but because you're moving at the same speed, when you jump up, you don't actually move. Like you just stay in the same spot. However, if the train was say the train was going 40 kilometers an hour, let's say it's sped up to 80 kilometers an hour. So it's in the acceleration phase. If you were to jump up during that time, that's when you'd go flying because you're not moving the same speed as the train.
You are if you're standing on top of it.
If you're standing on top of it?
If you're standing on top of the train and it's going like 60 k's, you're moving at that speed as well.
No, but the objects around you aren't.
Ah, okay.
So their explanation was actually like with a plane. So like everything within the plane is moving at the same speed as the actual plane.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. Let's just say that.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
When you're inside the train, it's because everything within that train is moving the same speed as the train. So when you jump, you're moving technically 60 kilometers an hour forward.
Yeah, exactly. We just don't notice it though.
But when you're on top of the train, you're not technically like part of the train.
You're not within the train, yeah. You're not part of the matter.
Yeah. So when you jump and you're in midair, the train keeps moving forward and you stay still.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And that's why you land further back because you've stayed still and the train's gone forward.
Yeah, I think we can conclude on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice, boys. Nice one.
The more you know.
The power of research.
Fair play when we don't do anything physics related, I think.
Yeah, I reckon.
I think we've done well. Jackson pretty much Googled it.
Yeah.
Everyone who does physics is tearing their hair out right now.
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of tearing your hair out, I know someone who doesn't have any hair. Michael Jordan.
Jeffrey Jordan.
And LeBron very soon.
The way he's going. So we said last week that we'd talk about The Last Dance this week. Gave me a chance to finish it. It's been done for a week now, a week and a half.
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments, questions, what do you think?
No, what did you think, Matt?
What I think?
Yeah, because you just finished it. So what you're fresh off the mindset. What do you reckon?
Well, I finished it today because I kind of forgot about it until we said we would record it. So now I finished watching it today. That doesn't matter. I did finish it. I thought I was really excited to watch it. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but that's probably just because of all the hype and everything. So I'd expected it to be incredible. It was still good. I enjoyed it.
It was hyped up a lot, to say the least. But it's like expected. I mean, it's like the most popular basketball player ever, and he's got a documentary about himself. Like, it's got to be pretty popular.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem with it was the structure. Like, it was so hard to follow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We touched on that last week a bit as well.
Yeah. So just again, like, it said it was about the 98 season, which is the last of the six-peat sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then it'd go back to when he was in college and when he was drafted, and then jumping between years and seasons in the one episode. So it was really confusing to follow.
Yeah. I mean, if you knew your stuff about him and like the facts about that Chicago's Bulls team, like you would be able to follow. But for like the casual viewer,
What a casual.
Yeah, they wouldn't really be able to follow.
Yeah.
So what was your takeaway from it?
I had a few takeaways. I've written them down. One thing I noticed was that how awesome Dennis Rodman is.
Yeah, he's the coolest cat on the planet. How long have I been telling you?
That bloke is awesome. He genuinely, I can't remember what year it was, but like they were in like game 5 of the NBA finals, and he like left the state to go do WWE with Hulk Hogan. And it's just unbelievable.
He's the coolest cat ever.
He's genuinely awesome. Like, but yeah, other than him, I also said that another takeaway was that Scottie Pippen is the most underrated player financially ever in the NBA.
Yeah.
He did not get paid a lot.
I think I don't think anyone can argue that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Bulls, yeah. Because then he got traded to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, I think you're right, Jack. The Rockets. He played on the Rockets, Trailblazers, and the Supersonics after he left the Bulls. And he got paid a lot when he was there. He got paid heaps.
I think he got traded to the Trailblazers, wasn't it? Because he went to didn't he go to the finals?
He might have.
Or was it? It might have been the playoffs. I'll look it up now. But what else did you take away from it, Matt?
He played with the Rockets as well.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
I said, first of all, Horace Grant is salty as, because the whole thing was sort of like twisted to make him look weak and everything, which is pretty harsh because like Michael Jordan didn't let him eat after he played a bad game.
Yeah.
Like I'd be pretty annoyed if I was Horace Grant, not gonna lie.
Be happy.
I don't know if I'd be laughing.
Yeah. That's
Michael Jordan got away with a lot of stuff because he was Michael Jordan, I think.
Yeah, that's another thing I wrote down was like there's a cost that comes with being the best player to ever play the game. And it's like one thing is you're gonna come across as an arsehole.
But like, you have to be.
Well, I think to your teammates you do.
I don't know if you have to be.
Or maybe not. Maybe you don't have to be, but
that was the way he approached it.
He certainly did, yeah, because he literally had to push them so hard, and like he couldn't do that by being Mr. Nice Guy. Like, like I think at the start of the documentary, like he was saying like he was a rookie, and like his teammates would like go out doing drugs and hiring hookers and all this stuff. And then he was like a rookie who just like went to practice every morning at like 3 a.m. just practicing. And then once he earned a name for himself, that's when, he could start bossing them around and telling them to, pull their heads in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
something else I got. Steve Kerr is one of the luckiest humans ever.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
He won 3 championships with the Bulls, retired or got traded when I think he won 2 with the Spurs. So he's got 5 chips as a role player. Retired, became the GM of the Suns when they were really good, when they had like Steve Nash, Murray Stoudemire, Sean Marion. Had like an insanely good record as a GM for like 2 seasons. Stopped doing that and then became the coach at the Warriors, and he's won what 3 more championships.
3 more, yeah.
But
He is around greatness.
is it luck or is it like
Or you can
is it
say
a coincidence?
you could say it's anything, but he's played with Michael Jordan and then coached Steph Curry and Kevin Durant
And
Yeah.
Andrew Bogut as well.
and Andrew Bogut and Leandro Barbosa, the Brazilian boy.
But surely he like I feel like it's a bit unfair to say it was all luck. Like I'm sure he played a big part
Oh,
in winning
yeah.
those championships.
Definitely.
And especially the
yeah.
GM stuff. Like I'm pretty sure he was pretty
Maybe
good.
not at the Bulls. Maybe the Bulls you can put down to luck, or like what his playing days. If you're gonna
Yeah,
put them
like
in.
I think like people would say like, oh, he made, that shot when MJ passed it to him. But like
That's
I
your
feel like
job, son.
yeah, like
Mhm.
there's that, and I feel like they still would have won. Like they still would have won titles if
Yeah.
like he wasn't there.
He worked very hard for his success, and he's got a lot of success.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of
Um,
success, sorry, one more thing I got.
Yeah.
It's very hard to win a championship with one good player.
Yeah.
That's I wrote that down as well, actually.
The only time I could think of it was Dirk in 2011 with the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he still had a pretty good team around him as well. Like he didn't have all stars, but like
He had
It
very
wasn't like-
good role players.
yeah, like they weren't duds.
Like LeBron got close in 07,
Yeah, true.
couldn't do it.
He
Dirk
got
did
he
it.
got close in what was it, 2017?
When Kyrie and Love hurt themselves, and Daly was the starting point guard.
No, I was
Yeah.
going to say the year after that when Kyrie left.
Yeah. He still had Love,
Still
but
had
he
Kevin
was
Love.
Oh yeah, true. He did still have.
he was on the decline, unfortunately.
Hasn't been as good since he came to the Cavs, left the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I also, for another takeaway, I said you can make millions by doing one thing, but you can make billions by doing many things, and that's exactly what like MJ did. Like you can be an all-star basketball player, make millions, set yourself up for life, but he literally went out of his way, made a brand for himself, made a top-grossing movie, and like he's like worth $2 billion now. I think is his net worth.
There's another player that played for like the Bucks in the 70s where he was a good player, like a very good player for the Bucks, but then once he retired, he invested so well that I think his net worth is like the 3rd highest of all time out of NBA players. It's like Jordan 1, LeBron 2, and then him.
Really,
He's like some random player.
and like he wasn't even like, so like he didn't even get his money from playing basketball.
No, like obviously he got paid well, but then he's made so much money through business investments after his retirement.
Yeah, fair play.
But yeah,
I looked up about Scottie Pippen.
Junior Bridgman.
that's his name. That's right.
I think I have heard about that bloke actually. But Scottie Pippen, yeah. So he was at the Bulls until '98, which is when the team fell apart. He got traded to the Rockets in '99. Then got traded to the Trailblazers in 2000 and finished up in 2003. Oh, did you know he went back to the Bulls?
Yeah, I think he played one more year there, did he?
He played in 2003, 2004 for the Bulls.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did not know that at all. Fair play. And then he went to China for a bit, I think.
I think that year with the Rockets was like Pippen, Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Hakeem Olajuwon. It was like
They won it that year, didn't they?
nah.
They didn't.
They won in the 2 years Jordan retired.
Oh yeah.
But like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was like the last shot sort of thing. Like we were just gonna come together. We're about to retire. Let's just try and win something, and they didn't.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's a good team though. 99.
In their prime, imagine that.
Yeah. Oh well.
Nice.
There you go. Has that convinced you to watch it, Jack, or you still?
Nah, still pretty adamant on not watching it.
Yeah.
He's
Stand by
still a LeBron fan.
It's not even just that. I mean,
it's a good documentary, but like you would have heard enough from people talking about it that
that's
you don't
exactly
even need to
right.
watch it.
That's exactly right. It's not as if like they had made a 30 for 30 and it wasn't on Netflix. It was about Jordan. I would like because not many people would have watched it then, and I would have been interested to watch it. But everyone's told me what's happened, so I don't really need to watch it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I will say before we move on, you got to take it with a grain of salt because it's his documentary. He's
Yeah.
controlled the narrative. He's said
They're-
everything.
They're not going to tell the bad parts, or yeah, I don't know.
And that's what most of the people have a problem with, where they've said it's all been twisted to suit his point of view and his narrative of what he wanted to say and everything. Which, of course, you're going to do when you're making a documentary about yourself.
Like,
But
nothing against MJ. Like obviously he's
Nah.
going to do that. Like,
every
anyone would've.
every documentary in the world,
They'll
from
do
the
one
point
on-
of view of someone, would be the exact same.
They do one on me. I'm going to make it seem like I'm awesome.
Exactly.
I think that's a good segue to go to LeBron versus MJ in how like I feel like LeBron is so much more like a people's person.
Yeah.
As in like his story, like outside of NBA is like so people can like connect with it in how like, he didn't have a father figure. He, was in where did he come from again? Akron, Ohio. He's from there, which like not many people make it out of there.
Hashtag kid from Akron.
Yeah. And he's come out there and he's become this, superstar.
Yeah, and he's just been striving for greatness.
Yeah.
True.
And like then there's MJ, who's like he's still a cult figure. Like he's still, the face of the Jordan brand. But I don't know. I just feel like people connect more with LeBron.
Yeah, and then he made the Bronny gang. And
Yeah,
so on.
true.
Taco Tuesday.
Do you reckon?
Other hashtags.
Do you reckon social media? Well, that's a good point. Like with all the hashtags, like do you reckon social media plays a part in that?
I don't reckon Jordan.
Sure.
Yeah, obviously it does. I don't reckon Jordan would have been as involved even with social media.
Yeah,
I think it would have been worse for him if social media
Yeah,
was around back then like it is now.
I think I agree on that too. Because
it would have been harder for him to be who he is.
I feel like a lot of his teammates would have like come out and said stuff how they really felt about Jordan.
Yeah.
Because
you think about sorry, keep going.
I was just gonna say, like, social media gives you such more access to express your thoughts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like some of his teammates would have been like also as well in the NBA, players have such more access to like wanting to get traded and stuff.
Yeah, like look at Kyrie. He cracked the shits at LeBron for like a season and he was gone. Imagine like
I wouldn't say he cracked it at LeBron. He just wanted his own
out.
team. Yeah.
Like I'm sure Scotty would have wanted his own team as well, but like couldn't have got the media behind it. So like he just stuck fat.
Yeah, like the only people talking to him would have been Bulls personnel. Like Jordan is in his ear saying no stay. Whereas nowadays you're friends with like everyone all over the NBA where this person's saying come play here.
Yeah, that's right. And that's another social media category with like players being able to interact with each other.
Exactly.
And it also takes away like the rivalry and the hatred that comes with playing against teams.
Yeah, like teams don't hate each other anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Like, because everyone's all the players are friends with each other. Like,
It's not a bad thing. Like, it's probably better.
Yeah, but like for for like a fan of the game, it's like,
Rivalries would be so sick. Like Lakers, Celtics, old school stuff.
like that's what drives, like that's what attracts fans to watching the game, is like not the actual game, like the storylines behind the game. So like that's why when Durant went to Warriors, you know, that was so captivating. Like people wanted to see what the rest of the NBA was going to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think definitely social media. It'd be so interesting to see like what would happen to Jordan and if he was given that access.
When you think about Jimmy Butler at the Timberwolves practice where he trained with the third stringers and just abused the crap out of the starters, how much attention that got. That's like, there's that many stories like that for Jordan that are just like, oh yeah, he punched Steve Kerr. Like,
Yeah.
imagine nowadays, like imagine LeBron punches, I don't know, Alex Caruso. Imagine what happens.
Especially Alex Caruso, people would go off their head.
Don't touch Alex Caruso.
But yeah, no, you raise a good point. Like that would be like all over the place on the news.
I feel like both of them, like they'd both do well if you swapped eras. Like they'd both be very good players, but they're both much more suited to how it is already. Like Jordan's a lot better in the 90s and LeBron's a lot better how it is now.
Yeah, but like if they were born in those different eras, I'm sure they would have changed. It's the way you're brought up in like the era you're born up, like brought up. So like if LeBron was raised in like MJ's era, I'm sure he would have been similar.
That's true.
I
And
was
vice
going to say
versa.
that actually, yeah.
But it's just vice versa. It's just the way it's worked out.
Yeah, because like people would argue like, oh, if LeBron was playing in the 80s, 90s, like he wouldn't be able to last because like, you know, he doesn't have the aggression. He doesn't have, you know, because people say flops and stuff. But like, come on, mate, he's 6'9", 300 pounds. Like I think if he was in that era, I think he'd use his body to advantage.
Yeah.
You know, like I think if everyone else has been like aggressive on the court, I'm pretty sure he would join in as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good debate.
Yeah.
Does that lead into? Or are we leading into that now?
I think we lead into it now.
Yeah, I was going to say because I haven't heard Shane yet.
Boys, did you hear that?
That's what I'm talking about!
Yeah, so Would You Rather this week is pretty much Would You Rather LeBron or Michael Jordan?
Yes.
A good
Yeah.
rather.
I think we should just do like an open discussion. We don't have to like take turns. I think we should just chuck some points out and then we can discuss them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew.
I'm Team LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Why?
Team LeBron, really?
I am. I used to be Jordan when I like first started watching basketball and like you hear all the stories, it's like Jordan's the GOAT. Like you watch all the highlights, like wow, Jordan's the GOAT. But like having watched a lot more basketball since then, I've sort of like sat back, just like appreciated how good LeBron is and how good it is watching him play right now in his prime. So I'm like valuing that a lot more when I say I'm on LeBron.
Yeah.
I would also go LeBron if I'm like, I'd just go LeBron, but starting a team, definitely go LeBron over Jordan.
Yeah. Once you start throwing in like scenarios, that's when it starts to get interesting.
Yeah. Starting a team, LeBron over Jordan, definitely.
Yeah.
Hit a game winner, Jordan.
Yeah. Agreed.
Get to the basket, LeBron. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many different scenarios.
You could even
Play
argue.
defense,
You could
Jordan.
even argue game winners like LeBron has the upper hand.
LeBron,
as well.
like everyone's saying, LeBron doesn't have a clutch gene. He's hit a lot of game winners.
He has.
He's hit a lot of game winners.
And not even like making shots, like on the defensive end as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Literally has the greatest defensive play in basketball history.
Yeah, single best defensive player of all time.
It's funny you say that because I'm looking at some stats now, and LeBron has got 6 all-defense awards. Jordan's got 9.
And that's not there, but that's a big claim for Jordan fans.
Yeah, and like I can't see LeBron getting in the old defense in like
Nah.
the rest of his career.
Yeah.
However, like to be fair, I think Jordan was probably in an era where there
You
was a
had
lot
to
more,
play defense.
yeah, there was a
If you
lot
didn't play
better.
defense, Salada, mate.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot better defenders. Like the game was like the game now is a lot more offensive based. Yeah.
Even now, so like it's a lot like more intense, sort of like a lot more fast paced. Like back then, it was get on the block, like back down, hook shot sort of thing. Now it's like back and forth, fast break, a lot more intense.
Mm.
Where LeBron's playing 38 minutes a night, absolutely buggered. So now, like at the end of his career, he's sort of relaxing on defense, not really defending the best player, not really defending at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
So he can sort of save himself for offense and for the playoffs. Whereas Jordan, he play offense, play defense, then he retired for 2 years. Then he came back, did it again, bust his ass for 3 years, and retired again, then came back on the Wizards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
Like,
point.
If you
those
had
4 years where Jordan didn't play is like LeBron's sort of doing that now while he is playing. If you know what I mean?
if you guys were, if I was to say 1-on-1, who wins?
LeBron.
I'd say Jordan.
Hear me out. If the rules are if you score, you get the basketball back, LeBron. If you score but they get the ball back, Jordan.
Yeah.
Because if LeBron has the ball, I don't care who it is. Nobody's stopping him getting to the basket.
Especially when no one's helping as well. Like
Yeah,
one-on-one, he's putting his shoulder through your chest and
yeah,
No one's stopping him without fouling.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in a 1-on-1 game, you don't go to the free throw line.
Yeah. I can agree. Well, I don't even know if you have said this, but I think LeBron is a better athlete than Jordan,
Yeah.
and therefore a better player, like individual player.
Yeah, yeah. He's a
So-
better basketball player.
Yeah,
One-to-one, better basketball player.
that's the thing about this whole debate. It's like it's not clear. Like, yeah, would you pick LeBron or Jordan? But in what context? Like, are you picking him to like what's the context? Like, is it to build a championship team? Is it to, just to win 1-on-1? Like, if it's 1-on-1, I'm picking LeBron because like he's bigger. He can pass. He can rebound. Like, yeah, maybe not as good as defender, but he's just as good on the offensive end. So I don't know. I feel like it's just got to be more clear. But yeah, I think he's definitely the better athlete. What do you guys reckon?
Absolutely.
You could stake the claim he's one of the best athletes of all time.
Any
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's true.
he's literally like the perfect player to play any position, like perfect build for it. Like he can literally play all 5 positions if he wanted to.
And he has.
And he has done, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's obviously not Jordan's fault, but he couldn't play the center. Or he couldn't play the 4.
Yeah.
That's
LeBron is just that freak athlete.
Yeah, like once in a few.
Yeah, legit. But then like if you counterpose that and like if it's to win a championship, Jordan's 6 from 6 in the finals.
Exactly.
What do you do in that case?
I don't know, because are you playing the whole season or like are you playing the NBA finals? Like there's too many. If it's like one game, have to win, I'm taking Jordan.
One game. So if it's game 7, like if game 7 to win the championship, you're picking Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play.
Because then like even going back to that 1-on-1, like Jordan doesn't lose. So like he's 6-0, never been to a game 7 in the NBA finals. Like when he wants to, like even you said before, like he's so competitive. Like if you challenge him, he's gonna twisted around so that in his head he has to win this. So I don't know.
I feel like LeBron's pretty competitive too.
Yeah, but
might-
not in
definitely
the
not.
way Jordan was.
Definitely not as competitive, yeah.
LeBron will trust teammates more, which has sometimes been the downfall for him.
Yeah, LeBron in regular season averages, LeBron is averaging 7.4 assists. Jordan was 5.3.
But like have you noticed that everyone always says that LeBron hits another level, another gear in playoffs?
I can look at in playoffs, LeBron averages 7.1 assists. Jordan was 5.7. LeBron was pretty much 9 rebounds, which is like a huge
His
huge
position.
upgrade from his regular season. Does that like correspond with the effort he puts into the games? Because if you're putting more effort into a game, you're going out there to get rebounds.
Yeah, like another thing, like he doesn't. Well, it's pretty obvious that he doesn't. He obviously tries in regular season games, but he longevity. That's his biggest asset.
Yeah, and like it's working for him. I'm like, he's
so
in his
handy.
16th year,
17th, I believe.
17th year, and he's still going.
He's gonna have the most points unless the coronavirus fucks him pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, LeBron's first all-time in playoff points and third all-time in points, full stop. And he's quite not a passer. Sorry, not a scorer. He's a pass-first player.
Yeah.
And then he's 8th in assists all-time, which is the best among non-point guards.
Yeah, exactly.
And he will climb, like very easily reach top 5.
It's impressive when you think about it, the body of work.
Speaking of non-passers, quick little fun fact, while I was looking up that, the next highest non-point guard is Kobe.
Kobe?
No one would have thought it'd be Kobe.
No.
That's, non-point guard assists of all time. Kobe's I think he's 20th, but he's second for not point guards.
Ah, Jesus.
That's really good.
Well, we can all agree that Nikola Jokic is the best passing center of all time already.
I don't know, mate. Domantas Sabonis.
Nikola.
Definitely.
Here's what I think. To put an end to this debate,
Jackson's ending it, guys. No one's allowed to talk about it.
We can't talk.
Well, I think if LeBron does the following, I think that the debate is gone. LeBron needs to win at least 2 more championships.
If LeBron wins 2 more, that's it.
Yeah.
If he wins 2 more championships, I mean,
he can't win it this year because then all the people are going to come out.
Yeah.
They're all going to come out.
It doesn't count. It's not real.
But what if he wins this one, does a 3-peat, gets 7 championships?
It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Because
how many does he have at the moment?
He's got 3 championships.
So another 3 would get him equal.
Jackson, not the best at maths.
No. He's got 3 championships. He's won 3 Finals MVPs. Well, Jordan's got 6. He's got 6 Finals MVPs.
Yeah.
So if you'd think, if Jordan was to win another 2, he'd probably win.
If Jordan wins another 2, that's impressive, man. If he
LeBron. And he's got 1 less MVP, which I don't know. Could he win it? I don't know. James Harden looking pretty good at the moment.
The thing is, LeBron could have won the MVP for 4 other times, but didn't. Yeah. Just because they're trying to not spread it out, but
voter fatigue.
Yeah.
They're sick of voting LeBron all the time, so they vote for someone else.
But that's the same as Jordan as well. He could have won it so many more times.
When Malone won, everyone said Jordan should have won.
Yeah. So it goes both ways there as well.
Kobe only has 1 MVP. He should have had 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last thing I'm going to say is that, and we talked about this the other day, I said it to you.
Yeah.
LeBron is the only player I've seen ever that's lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
He was 16 and they're calling him the future
chosen one.
Imagine being 16 and being told the
You're
entire world is expecting you to be one of the best basketball players of all time, and then you go out and do it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Not even Zion has that pressure put on him.
Everyone says Zion's going to be awesome,
So, yeah, they
Nobody
say he's going to
said-
be good. No one
Nobody
says he's going to
said,
be the best.
"Hey Zion, you're going to be the greatest player to ever play this sport that we've been playing for over 100 years."
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
That's insane. Should we transition to top 5?
We'll do top
Yeah.
5. I'll start because I might need to leave early, fellas.
No,
No.
but you can't leave early because you are the meeting leader.
That's true. So maybe we should just get this done. I didn't think of that. So top 5 NBA players this week, and we've
Nice.
done it. We've done it in like starting lineup, so point guard, shooting guard, etc. So who wants to kick it off?
You kick it off.
You want me to kick it off? All right.
Yeah.
So point guard, I've gone Magic Johnson.
And the original MJ.
Some would say.
Shooting, just quietly, have you guys seen the old Converse commercial?
Yes.
How
Yes.
good is it?
Awesome.
The
That is
shoe, the choice of
unreal.
Kevin McHale.
It is one of the best commercials ever.
Oh, so
Shooting guard, I've gone with Michael Jeffrey. Small forward, hear me out. I've gone with Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I found a quote from the Black Mama that says, "I've played small forward my whole career." That's quoted from Kobe Bean Bryant. That's why I put him at small forward.
I've played halfback my whole career. I didn't make the team of the century halfback.
No, it's because someone asked. I think a reporter asked him because I think it was when he had that really young team, and I think he played small forward for a game or two.
Yeah.
They said, how do you feel playing at the 3?
So
He
you're
said,
going.
small forward my whole career.
So you're going Kobe over Larry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Power forward. I want to get your guys' opinions and see if I can do this, but I've put LeBron.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
don't
alright.
if you don't let me do that, well, you said you have, but I'd go Dirk.
So if we said
LeBron not on
no,
the list.
if we said no, LeBron's not on your list.
No. Don't try and twist my words.
Well, that's what you've
That's what you
just
just said.
No, if you said LeBron can't be power forward, I'd put him to small forward, and then unfortunately, Kobe would have to miss out.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So I've done LeBron at power forward, and then Dirk an honourable mention, and then at centre I've got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, LeBron at the 4 and Dirk at the 5.
No, Dirk honorable mention.
Dirk is an honourable mention for the power forward position,
Okay,
and then I've
Kareem at
got
the 5.
Kareem at the 5. Yeah,
Okay, I got it.
yeah.
Oh, Jack, do you want to go?
Jack,
Yep.
what do you reckon?
I'm gonna go Magic to start us at point guard. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going Michael Jeffrey at
Yep.
Jordan, that is, guys, just in case. At shooting guard, LeBron at small forward.
Yep.
And power forward, I've gone Timothy Duncan.
Yeah, fair play. Yep.
And I'm gonna go with Shaquille O'Neal at center.
Okay.
I was thinking Shaq, but then
He's just too
why?
dominant. He's
Yeah,
too dominant.
yeah, fair.
The most unstoppable player of all time.
The only reason I went Kareem is because, he's number 1 in scoring. That's pretty much the only reason.
And honourable mention, Bill Laimbeer, just for the rough and tough.
Get a few fouls off the bench.
Yeah, just come in and clobber people for fun.
We can't hack a Shaq because you've got Shaq.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matthew, I believe it's you now.
Yeah, so I've gone point guard Magic.
Yep.
Shooting guard Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
We've all got that the same. LeBron at the 3.
Yep.
Tim Duncan power forward. Big fundamental.
Yeah,
Does not get enough love.
Oh, definitely not.
Kareem at the center, like we said. And then honorable mention / next best off the bench, 6-man sort of thing, Kobe.
Yeah,
And then-
Kobe has to be an honorable mention.
And then I've gone Phil Jackson as my coach because he's won 11 championships as a coach, and that's ridiculous.
That's pretty
Philip
impressive.
Jackson. Get around him.
Well done, Phil.
Well done, boys, for this great episode.
Yep, basketball inspired. Make
There you
sure.
go.
Yes, there you go. If you have any other ideas for themed, podcasts, let us know. Thank you for all the support, on the Instagram lately.
Yeah, been popping off. Some would
appreciated.
say.
It has been popping off on the Insta. If you have any other
If
suggestions,
anyone wants to go check out how many likes we got on our last post, just check that out.
I don't think they can. Oh no, they can. Yeah,
They could check how many we got.
yeah. But yeah, there you go. All good.
Love it.
Been a pleasure. Thanks again, guys.
Have a good one.
See you later.
See
Bye.
ya.